Hi and welcome back to my playthrough of Fortune and Glory. I may still sound a little bit off, my voice is not back 100%, but I really hope it will do. Yeah, I think let's get right back into it. I think there were no real errors to correct actually. I think I caught most of it off camera doing editing, at least as far as I can remember. So yeah, let's get cracking. During the last round, we got defeated. We stood up in our hometown in San Francisco. So let's simply roll our movement dice simply to see basically where would we be able to go to. There are a lot of options, but yeah, let's see where we would go to. That's not terrible. That's a 4 or a 6. We get to choose in a solo game, so apparently we want to hold on to the 6. Again, I have to make an interesting choice now, as I still can go back to this temple here. Actually, the problem is the temple is really close to collapsing. It already has 4 of those danger markers on it, so the next success we would have to roll again, and then yeah, this whole temple would collapse. But on the other hand, that's not that bad of a deal, to be honest, because then those guys wouldn't be able to collect the artifact either. And I think actually that's what I should be doing. The other alternative would be here to go to the Caribbean, and I think that's the Amulet of the Damned. Exactly. And we have this more or less, yeah, I would say guest villain here with us, Franco Federici. I think he came to the board for one of those villain events, if I recall that correctly. The advantage of the Amulet of the Damned is it only requires 3 dangers, actually. On the other hand, it is cursed. So after completing each danger here, roll a d6, and on a roll of 1, 2, or 3, we are about to take a wound. So overall, and we also have to sneak by Franco Federici here, so overall we can really take a lot of damage here. And this is not really an interesting decision, but being cursed and having the villain here, I will definitely take a lot of wounds, because every time after the first danger I have to do a sneak test, so basically twice. So this could be 2 or 3, 4, 5 rounds, to be honest, and his search value is a 5. So taking some wounds here is likely, and we get additional wounds from basically after every danger here. No, I think let's get back to China. Let's be persistent on this. Pretty sure it's a very stupid idea actually, but let's do it anyway. So yeah, let's go for our next danger here. And it seems we have to sneak into a shadowy castle. The dark keep on the hilltop stands tall against the grim sky. Find a way to sneak in, or go knock and see if anyone is home. That's bad. Again, bad. Lore and a cunning test, and that's really our weak spot here. Or we can fight, and then we have to fight in Order of the Crimson Hand in order to do that. Wow. Cunning is not that big of a deal. We get a bonus +1, so we get 3 dice. The lore test is what really keeps me. It's not a flying test, no, unfortunately. We would gain 4 additional dice. On the other hand, we still have the Too Close event card with us. And again, fighting may not be our best bet here. But let's see who we would have to fight. The Order of the Crimson Hand. That's not too terrible. They have 2 fight dice. We could escape with an agility test of 5+. And again, we get 3 dice here. Oof, but they take 4 wounds, and for each wound they gain an extra fight die. Oh man, this is really, it's not really getting better. What's going on in this playthrough? Yeah, I think we have 4 fight dice. I think it's still our best bet. No, let's fight those guys. So reroll 4 dice, they roll 2 dice. White is their dice, so let's see, each 4, 5, and 6 counts. That's not bad at all. The problem is it's not enough. Oh man, 1 die here. If this would have been a 4, they would have been toast. The problem is they gain +1 fight die for each wound they have taken. So next time they will roll with 5 dice, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's like it is. So let's bring some more wounds out. I think overall that's not bad. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's go into the second round. Then they will roll 5 dice now. Yeah, it's like it is. Yeah, let's roll those. And wow, this hurts. They're dead. I think that's good. We will take 3 hits, -1 defense we have, or yeah, it's defense. We get 2 wounds. No, wait, green is mine. Oh, what am I talking about? We get 1 wound, and we inflicting 3 wounds. Awesome. Okay, those guys are dead, which is pretty cool. So we would gain 4 of those glory. And as far as I can remember, glory we get from fighting those guys is something we can keep, no matter if I succeed or not. I think this is really money we can hold on to. Awesome, but let's not forget to give ourselves a wound. But that was our first danger, which also means we get 1 extra fame, so not too bad. 2 out of 15. We have to add another danger marker. This is now 5, which means we will remove it. We add another collapse marker. Where's the second one? It has 2 collapse markers, and now we have to roll for if the temple will collapse or not. So we are rolling 2 dice, and yeah, if anyone shows a 1, the temple will collapse, and it does collapse. Oh wow. Again, don't get me wrong, this may not be the worst thing in the world. First of all, we really got the money here. We keep the glory, that's for sure, because our adventure is over. The thing is, we have to escape now, which in this case is a combat test with a 6+. Yeah, let's go for it. And I believe I can exert even by when I'm trying to run away. But let's see, we have 4 combat dice. We are looking for a 6. No need to do that. Awesome. So we escape this temple here, the collapsing temple. That's amazing. The cool part is he takes d6 wounds and will send back in a delayed state. So he will not come back anytime soon. At least we have 2 rounds, basically, where he's not doing anything. I think that's not terrible. So let's see. He takes 4 wounds and he keeps those wounds. So I think overall this was really not a bad idea going there. So he's at 7 out of 8. Come on. 1 more wound. A 5 would have done it. So he will be delayed. Cool stuff. He's not getting any stuff out of this. I mean, this alone is worth something. And apparently we will have to do some cleanup here. So the skull goes away. The temple goes away. And yeah, of course, this is the reference card, and the adventure also goes away. Not too bad, really not too bad. The problem is there aren't any... I mean, that's not too far. I think we could go to the Orb of the Golden Sun here. Okay, awesome. We will not replenish the artifact. It will come at the end of the round. So for now we have to hold on to, but again, our turn is over anyway. But I mean, overall, we are not in a bad shape. We have 2 fortune now, we have 4 glory, we still have our 2 close card, we only have 1 wound. So I think overall that's not a bad result. Over to the Villain Stab. We will start again with a Villain event. Again, there is a Dark Sanctuary on the board, so we are not rolling, we are not bringing out a new one here. So there's always at least one. So let's see what it is. And that's a terrible event. The Search of Darkness. All villains immediately take an extra villain adventure step outside of the normal turn order. You must be kidding me. And then we will, on top of that, we will also move the villain track 1 step forward. This is really terrible. Let's do this first so that I don't forget. So they're moving from 2 to 3 on the villain track. And then, yeah, I think let's start with Angelica Hamilton. She's here in Germany at the Hammer of Osiris. So she will roll her 4 search dice. Woo! That was amazing, actually. She's not getting any really thing, but she will take 3 wounds instead. Yeah, wow, she needs 1 more and then she's out of here. Wow, that's amazing, actually. Can't really believe one of those villain events is actually working for us. And then there is Franco Fedici. He's at the Amulet of the Damned, right? Yeah, that's the Amulet of the Damned. So let's see. Okay. Ooh, those are 2 successes out of the, how much does he need? 3. Yeah, okay, that's, I think he will get this amulet relatively quickly. Yeah, and he's not getting any wounds. Problem is they will activate again in a second. First of all, I think we have the outpost step first. Yeah. So let's see, we only have 1 Dark Sanctuary on the board and we don't want to see a 4, 5 or 6. Again, we are lucky. That's amazing. No acolytes so far. The thing is, now the villains will take that normal adventure step. And I believe I forgot this guy. So this would have, or he would move to KO, to ready, sorry. To ready, yeah, he would have during the last activation. And now he will deploy to the next adventure. And right now this can only be at the Orb of the Golden Sun. There can be only one villain at a time. Next it's Angelica here in Germany. So she will roll her 4 search die. And I'm really not lucky. I would really hope for 1. To be honest, I'm thinking about using my too close event now in order to have a reroll that. Because if she rolls a 1, she will be KO'd and sent back, and then basically I could go to this adventure. Yeah, I think that's what we should be doing. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's have a reroll this side. It could be worse, of course, apparently, but let's still try that anyway. And no, we are not lucky. You're kidding me. She still gets 2 more successes here in this location. Yeah, this card is out. That was terrible. And then it's Franco Federici, and he will most likely find the amulet. Yeah, he will roll 5 dice in total. Shouldn't be that big of a deal for him. Yes, apparently it's not. So this is also out of here. This is removed. So let's see what they get. Again, they will basically take those cards. The problem is they will now get both of those symbols here, the ankh and the skull. So we will put it there. On top of this, they gain 2 steps on the villain track, 1 and 2. So yeah, let's send it up. So let's put that one here, and this means they get the skull and they get death and the fate. And let's check the order of the Crimson Hands special rules. So the fate, all rolls on the Crimson Hands is +1, so it's more likely, I think they get more. Do they get an extra villain or so? I think they do. And the death, all Crimson Hands villains and enemies are +1 wounds. Okay. That's a bad one. That's really a bad one, actually. But yeah, we can't help it. So let's see. He's out of here. That's good. So he will not come back, at least not anytime soon. He's an inactive villain, so his card will be removed as well. Yeah, that's the case. But we still have 2 bad guys out there. And yeah, even Angelica will be able to make it sooner or later. As there are still no acolytes on the board, we will now move to the end step, which means we have to deploy, or we have to create new artifacts. So let's see, what do we get here? The Axe of the Cursed Eye, 5 fortune and 4 danger. It's still an ankh. We are still looking for this armor here, keep that in mind. It is cursed, no allies may be used while at this adventure. That's not too bad. And it's in the heart of Africa, which means this is now a deep jungle or so, which means we also get 2 extra fortune if we would recover it. It's really far away from us. And we have to reshuffle the location deck, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the case. And I will do that off camera. So yeah, let's use the red skull here, and we will put 2 extra gold underneath it in order to show it. Again, I will shuffle the location deck now off camera. But of course there is more. We need the Mask of Death, and again one with a special ability here. Still no armor one. Gain +1 glory for each danger overcome while on this adventure. Oh, that's amazing. We need 4 dangers for 4 fortune. 5 fortune. That's not bad, I think. Wow. Let's try to go there. And again, it's this in the Indonesia jungle. The good thing about this, the Indonesian jungle is right next to us. The problem is we have to find it first. So let's also put in 2 more coins. Wow, we can really gain a lot of stuff there. That's really cool. The problem is we have to find the artifact site here first. Again, I will do the shuffling, really not a lot to do, just shuffle it. But yeah, let's totally go for it. Okay, let's do one more round. Let's roll for movement here in China. I roll 2 dice. That's interesting now. Originally, I was really thinking to going to Indonesia right away. The thing is, I think with 4 glory I should be able to buy an ally here in Hong Kong. And we could find something useful here in the docks, but also something really nasty could happen here. But I think I want to keep it interesting. So I will go for the 1, which means I'm allowed to draw an event card. And that's Adventure Gear. Play immediately. Every hero may immediately draw a gear card. Awesome! Let's gear up. Wow, that's so cool. So let's see what we get. And it's a revolver with a combat of +2. I never travel without it. Where have you been before? Amazing. Yeah, let's totally hold on to it. Awesome. So with 1, we will move into Hong Kong, and now I have to check the order of things. I think the first thing to do in a major city is to draw a city event card. Before we can interact with it in any way, even before we go for the docks, we will have to resolve a city event card. And this seems to be a good one, actually. You have been given a secret package to deliver to London. Discard while in the named city during your adventure phase to gain D6 fortune. Those are really great. The problem is London is really, really far away. But still, yeah, let's totally hold on to this. Amazing, really cool. So if you want to interact with the dogs, we have to do it right now. So yeah, let's go for it, right? Okay, free travel to any other port. This could help, actually. We could move to London now. And oh, that's cool. And from London, I could then do this. Ooh, now I have to think about it. Do I want to hold on going to Indonesia? Or do I want basically, this could be up to 6 fortune because only 1, but it's really free. Ah, that's now tempting. I think let's do that. Yeah. It's so far away, and then we could get it right away. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's travel to London. We can travel to any port. Again, we will move to London. The thing is, I don't know if I restart the adventure phase or not. The rules say they continue their adventure phase. So I think they will not, we really would have clearly said they will restart their adventure phase. So I think I don't need to draw another city event here. I think I don't need to explore the docks. I think I can now interact with the city. Again, if I'm completely wrong here, so be it. Game is tough enough as it is already. I think this is nothing I would be able to take back, but I will take my chances here. So yeah, the first thing that we will do is totally do the secret delivery here to London. So yeah, let's play this card. And this means we get to roll a d6. Let's use a d6 that shows a 5 from our last movement. And that's a 3. Not the greatest roll, but also not really bad. So I think, yeah, let's take a 5er here, which means we can return 2 of those. Yeah, we have 5 fortune out of 15. That's actually really not bad. Okay, amazing. Let's hold on to this. So this card is gone. And then I can make a choice if I want to go for an ally. Normally they would cost 5 gear. Because I'm playing against the Order of the Crimson Hand, they are -2 if I'm not mistaken. So we could actually afford one for 3. Yeah, let's do that. I think let's do that. We only have 1 glory left, so this could be bad actually. So we need some more glory relatively quickly. But I think, yeah, let's go for it. Let's draw an ally. The problem is the allies, they can also turn against you in this game. But yeah, let's see what we get. And here we have the museum curator. He's an immobile, so we will place him next to Paris. We get +1 lore. I think that's not terrible because we only have 2 lore. So that's a great resource. Gain 5 glory anytime you sell an artifact in this ally's location. An excellent find as always. Okay, I think that's cool. The loyalty, it's not really high, so there's a high chance we might lose him relatively quickly. But yeah, for now, yeah, let's totally place him next to Paris. And yeah, we gain +1 lore. Nice. So slowly we are getting somewhere. We have a revolver, we have a museum curator. The problem is if I get KO with only 1 glory, the chances are relatively high I will lose all this stuff. But yeah, I have to take some risk in order to make some progress. And 3 lore is apparently better than only 2. I could still heal for one. This is money I spent, but I think, yeah, let's hold on to this one. I think one wound is not that terrible, to be honest. Let's move into the villain phase, apparently. So again, we will start with the villain event. And I'm pretty sure this is a nasty one. Orders to kill this card placed on the table. Next time a hero fights a villain, that villain gains +5 fight dice for the first round. Then we will discard this. Okay, yeah, let's try to remember it. Then we will roll for the Dark Sanctuary. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This time we will bring out our very first order or acolyte. Actually, he goes to the lowest fortune value and no other acolytes there. Okay, the lowest is the Orb of the Golden Sun, which is actually here. I think they can go together. Acolyte to a villain, if I'm not mistaken, and no other acolytes there. Yep, that's the case. Yep, it's like it is. So he will now help the Inquisitor here finding the Orb of the Golden Sun. And then they will do their adventure step. So let's simply start with the Inquisitor. How many dangers do they need? 4 successes. Okay, he will roll 5 dice. Yes. And that's a wound. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Oh boy, it's enough to find the artifact. Are you kidding me? Oh man, he takes a wound. The problem is it would bring him to 8, so he would have been killed. The problem is because they have found, I think it's the death one, he can gain 1 more wound. And yeah, because I'm playing with a complete rulebook, it means he now recovered this artifact, which also means he goes back ready and he will be fully healed, if I'm not mistaken. Good thing is the acolyte is also gone, so he's not doing anything. They gain the Orb of the Golden Sun right off the bat. Oof. That's really terrible, actually. Which also means they get 1-2 more steps. Problem is, I could go into a Dark Sanctuary, actually. It's really far away. Oof. Horrible. But they will also get the 2 remaining symbols here. So yeah, let's bring those. I think they don't need this actually, but I will put it there anyway, whatever. Let's see what those 2 symbols do. So the myth one, the acolytes add an extra success each turn to, of course they do, and the magic one, all Crimson Head villains enemies are +1 fight dice. Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, but that was only one of those 2. We still have Angelica Hamilton, and she's also very close finding. I think she still needs 2 more. Yes, 2 more dangers there. So she will roll 4 dice. Yeah. That's what she needed. No extra wounds. So she removes to the ready state as well. This is gone. This is gone. Yeah, let's remove those 2, which again means they will move an extra 1-2 steps up to 9. Wow, that's really insane. Again, the end of the round, we need 2 more artifacts. So here we have the Spear of the Dark Void. Again, it's no armor. After all dangers, you must fight dark creatures to get the artifact. Good thing is we only need 2, but wow, that's something. We have 2 combats. So overall, there is a good chance. But let's have a look at those dark creatures, actually. Where are those? The dark creatures. Oh, 5 fight dice, 3 wounds, and they have a defense. Okay, let's not go there. But let's try to find out where it is. It's the South Pacific Islands. So basically down there. The problem is the Vile organization, they totally ignore all those special rules on those artifact cards, on those adventure cards. So yeah, with only 2, they could get it. That's terrible. That's really terrible. We need one more. And here we have the Book of Loki. No gear may be used while at this adventure, and I just found this revolver. The good thing is I still have my curator with me, who gives me a lore +1, so I can always call him up or so. Okay, let's see where this one goes, and that's the Himalayas. So they are now all more towards the eastern hemisphere of the world. Okay, not really sure if I like this or not. But I think that's the end of the round, and I think I will call it for today. I really hope you are still enjoying my little playthrough of Fortune and Glory, and I really hope I didn't mess up too many things, especially this thing about London and how to continue my adventure phase. This is how I understand it. Again, I think I will not take it back, but of course I will take it into the consideration for any future situations like this. Again, a huge shout out to all of my patrons out there. Really appreciate your support, guys, and hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And yeah, until then, bye bye.